All right. Welcome back. Um, let's see. We are on Action Comics issue number 11, um, April 1939. Um, let's see. I don't even. How should we start today's intro? I don't know. I want to get out of this stupid sickness I'm in right now. We all warm up some coffee and soothe the throat. Hopefully that helps a little bit. As we do that, I would like to always say I hope everyone is doing well. Um, hope everyone's life is going well. If it isn't, you're more than welcome to reach out to me. As I always say, I usually try and record a whole bunch of videos and then post them whenever I can. Now that I have free time, I am able to do so. I did mention in the last video that I am. So if you are joining now, then go back and listen to the other videos. As I said, as I'm doing more of these videos, some of them will sound like that they're from while I'm at work, and some of them sound like when I'm unemployed currently. So I do apologize if there's like a weird time discrepancy. But you'll get it. Overall, it's about the reviews. Um, and then other than that, I like to say, I'm in the process of getting workman's comp, so I can go back to work. Um, in complete understanding, aside from this one interview with the unemployment office this Wednesday, it sounds like I completely won the part of getting unemployment because technically I cannot work with the plantar fasciitis that I have, which I can never pronounce. So I'm sorry if I butchered it. But at the end of the day, it's very painful for me to walk. So I'm on my feet for X amount of time. uh, like I was at my old job, like I was on my feet for almost 10 hours a day. At some point, I'm tiptoeing around and I have to wear, memory foam sandals and Dr. Scholl's and everything just to function and walk, just to get one of my kids from the bus stop is a struggle sometimes. But anyways, I could go back to work and find another job, but at the end of the day, my feet will never get fixed if I do that. It'll just make things worse. So yeah, I'm in the process of getting all that done. Hopefully I can get back to work soon. For the time being, I'm gonna catch up on all these videos that I haven't been able to do in a while because of life and baby and whatnot. So yeah, but let's get back into it. As I was saying, um, Action Comics issue 11. It's a really cool cover, a bit more detail than we usually see. All right, Superman by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster. Racing faster than a bullet, leaving over skyscrapers, lifting and rending. I don't know why I keep saying rending. I feel like it should be bending. That's just my personal opinion, though. Huge weights, possessing an impenetrable skin, springing great distances. These are the assets which aid Superman, champion of the helpless and oppressed in his unceasing battle against evil and injustice. I will want to point out, like, I feel like the handwriting getting better in these comics. Like usually sometimes I can barely read them, but it's very hard to read. Let me take a drink of coffee. Maybe help my throat a little bit. It's super hot. Too hot. Oh, that burns so good. uh, Join him if I sound weird because I'm coming out of the baby gave me a viral infection. She was sick. She got it from daycare, and because I've been off of work, I took care of her all week. Well, she was sick, and then I got sick, and it's just been a whole thing. And I lost my voice, and I finally got my voice back. So I apologize ahead of time if I sound weird. Anyways, let's get back into it. Come on, Sarge, let's have a good story, or my editor will be popping mad. Your phone's ringing. Sorry, boys, no news today beyond a few drunks. What's that? Ray in your office? A squad and an ambulance will be sent right over. Let's have your address again. What is it, Sarge? Just a routine case. Guy commits suicide in broker's office. Routine, eh? No man takes his life. Unless a tremendous personal tragedy is involved, I believe I'll look into this. Later at the office of Meek and Bronson Brokers, he lost a large sum investing my partner. He tried to stop the suicide but failed. That's right, Bronson. Yeah, it's very unfortunate, isn't it? It certainly is. Um, clutching his shares of stock in the Black Gold oil well. Black Gold oil well, so you've got a murderer as well as thievery on your hands. It's not our fault he killed himself. Get him out of here. The fault for his death lies with you. And you know it. Let's move, bud. Why do you blame them for the suicide's death? Because they built him myself. They built him, myself, and 100 others out of their life savings by selling us worthless stock. That evening, in the privacy of his apartment, Clark dons the Superman uniform, abandoning all trace of the Meek reporter. It seems to me that Meek and Bronson could stand a little investigating. Later, a fantastic cloaked figure swoops down in the dark. Out of the dark sky, alighting on the windowsill of an office building. After forcing the lock on the window, now if I can only locate what I want in the filing cases. Here it is, a duplicate of the names of those who purchased the black gold oil stock. Now, I want to take a quick pause here. I've noticed, now, if you know the Superman lore, the Superman comics, you know that, how do I put it? Superman usually, you usually see Superman in the day. You know what I mean? He's not usually fighting crime and whatnot and stopping villains at night. But I've noticed that in the action comics, he does a lot of things at night. I don't know, it's because he knows that the sun kind of heals him and rejuvenates his energy and everything and his life force, or not. Remember, this is the golden age, so things are a little bit different. We probably don't even learn about any of this until later on in the Silver Age. Um, but yeah, so I just want to point that out. He's doing a lot of like crime solving at night, like he's Batman, but he's not Batman, obviously. Next day, minus his glasses, Clark Kent visits the first name on the list. My name is Homer Ramsey. I'm interested in purchasing your black gold oil stock. Come in, by all means, come right in. First time, I must warn you that my stock appears to be utterly worthless. Nevertheless, for reasons of my own, I wish to purchase it. Well, if it's your funeral, how much do you offer? I'll buy your 50 shares for 5,000. 5,000. Well, I'll actually make a profit. Done. Here's my check. Clark visits another prospect. You don't know how happy this makes me, and I thought I lost every cent. The happiness is mutual. 6 hours later, well, I purchased them all, but I cleaned out my savings. If things don't work out as planned, I'll be the one to suffer. That evening, Superman races towards a distant oil town at a speed that would outdistance the fastest streamline limited. Next morning, how about a job here at Black Gold? If it's an experienced man you want, and the description fits me. You want a job here? Ho ho, that's rich. May I ask what's so funny about that, asking for a job? Listen, pal, there ain't been no work done on this well for months. How come? Is there any oil? Any oil at all here? Excuse me. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't, who knows? But the promoters have found stock selling so profitable that they haven't even bothered to really go after oil. That night, as the watchman goes his rounds, sorry, I have to do this. I'll get to work. No difficulty at all. Superman lifts ponders drilling shafts, adjusts them into place. Here's hoping all this work won't go for nothing. Superman touches the drilling. The At Superman's touch, the drilling commences. The scheme has the Man of Steel in mind. Will it work? Nothing happened yet, but I suppose it'll take time. 2 hours later, appears hundreds of yards deep. Maybe it's hopeless. Hours upon hours passes. Dawn begins to streak. I hate to admit it, but it looks like I'm licked. Oh, it was worth trying. Abruptly, a terrific roar. There came a thunderous explosion. Up, shouts of great. Let me. Here we go. Abruptly, with a terrific roar, there came a thunderous explosion. Up shoots a geyser of black, gushing liquid oil. That's all I need for the present. Now, hurry back to town. Drawn by the great gusher, Buckman hastened forward, put it under control. Wait, cap it, we're losing a fortune every minute. Read the watchman. Long distance operator, get me Meek and Bronson in Cleveland. What? Say that again? Bronson, we're rich, we're rich. The well came in, 1,000 barrels a day. Holy mackerel, we thought that well was a dud. We're rich, we can retire. Wait, what about the suckers who bought the stock? We got to buy them out before they find out about the strike. You see, we realized that that you're losing your money was entirely our fault. So we've generously offered to purchase the stock back at a much cheaper price, of course, than you paid for it. That's mighty fine of you, but I've already sold my stock to Homer Ramsey. Here's his card. For that, after they have visited all the former stockholders, they all sold out to the mysterious fellow named Ramsey. What do we do now? Call on Ramsey. Our kind disguise of Homer Ramsey has visitors in a newly rented office. Sorry, gentlemen, but I don't care to sell. That's final, but you can't refuse. You lose your last cent. Why you ever bought the stock in the first place is a mystery. Come, it's clear we can't do business with them. We've got to get that stock, but what can we do when he's absolutely refuses to sell? There are there are ways and ways. You mean Louis the Rat? Fate the Snake? No, no, no. I thought you promised we never use them again. My neck hurts for some reason. I don't know why. We have no alternative. We've got to get that stock, and the only way is to do so is to use a little more violent persuasion. Coffee cools off. Much better. Two scoundrels limousines. Pretend two scoundrels limousine parks before the entrance of a ramshackle hotel. The evil brokers enter. Looking for something. There it is. Superman had followed in pursuit now atop a nearby building. Wonder what their next move is. Well, it's obvious. They're gonna attempt to beat the shit out of you. Excuse me. Three knocks, a pause, and there's two more knocks. I'd hope we never heard that single again. Who's who's that? Just two of our clients. Oh well, ain't seen you birds for a long time. Save the greetings, we got a job for you. Our rates has risen 500 smackers for since we last saw you. We've been in high class trade. Here are $250 in advance. The rest of the money will be given you after Homer Ramsey passes away. Well, we'll do so expert a job. You'll be proud of us. Incidentally, what you got against the guy? It's entirely my matter. Here's his card. When I see you next, I want the news that Homer Ramsey is dead. Superman's X-ray eyesight and super accurate hearing permit him to hear all that is occurring in the shabby room. It's time those murderous rats learned a lesson. I'd like to point out this is probably the first time we ever heard of X-ray vision in Action Comics. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I read the other issues, but I feel like this is the first time we ever heard of it, which is quite interesting. When the brokers emerged from the hotel, good heavens, what is the meaning of this? I left the car for a few minutes to buy cigarettes, and when I returned, I found it like this. Later, Homer Ramsey has visitors. What can I do for you? Just march out of here with us. And not one peep out of you. What are you going to do with me? Can't you guess? We're taking you for a ride. Later on in the desert road, spare me, don't shoot. Let him have it already. Sorry, pal. No, don't. Yeah. Now for the finishing shot. As Lee turns to go, Corpse's hand darts out, seizes split. What? Now it's my turn to play around. Later, Bronson's residence. Someone's at the door. Good grief. What's this, a note? It reads compliments of Homer Ramsey. Oh, my head, where are we? You fools, what happened? We gave him everything we had, but he's still alive. He ain't human. Nonsense. It's just that you're both Ron marksmen. Make something unexplained has happened. I'll come right over and tell you all about it. I wonder if there's anything to their wild tale, but no, it's fantastic. There goes Bronson now for a heart-to-heart chat. Superman vaults from the curb into the taxi with one leap. Where in tarnation did you come from? Never mind, I've decided to sell. I'll sell you the stock in the black and gold. Well, for exactly $1 million. 1 million, you're mad. Well, you can take it or leave it. Later at Meek's house, I consider it $1 million. He's insane, I tell you. I won't consider it, sorry. Are you forgetting that we'll make several million on the deal? No, Meek, there's nothing we can do except take him up. Even if we got to hand over every cent we've got the world. You heard me, sir. I want to sell all the holdings and effects of Bronson Meeks. Holdings and effects of Bronson Meeks. Have 1 million cash ready for us to pick up. Later at home at Ramsey's office. Your very fortunate young man here. Your $1 million of stock is now yours. I thought you were very clever. But didn't you? Well, haha. What would you think if I were to tell you that the well has come in and is worth countless millions? Good Lord. Just thinking that we're worth millions. Why look so gloomy? You should be thrilled to your fingertips. I was just thinking of that million we just paid over. If there was some way we could have kept it. That finishes Holmes Ramsey's work. His work is done. Now time for Superman to step in. That evening at Bronson's, as Bronson is about to retire, this has been the most profitable day indeed. What the earthquake? Nope, it's just me. Who are you? Help, help, just someone who hates your guts through and through, but just the same, you're coming with me. Don't shriek so loud, won't want to wake the whole town. Meek is really awakened from pleasant slumber. What does this mean, Bronson? Who is this man? What are you doing here? I don't know. Get up or I have to haul you out of bed. I'll dry up. Don't jump or we'll be crushed. I'll die. As Superman races towards the distant oil town at top speed, it's cold up here. I'm freezing. Sorry not to have supplied you with an electric blanket. Now let us go, demon. What have we ever done to you? Where are you taking us? We're here at last. The black gold well. Why have you brought us here? Watch and see. Well, he's wrecking our well. Stop him. He's demolishing the well and it's our property. Don't stand there like a statue. Do something. What can I do against him? The Derrick's mechanism is smashed. The precious oil spurts high in lavish ways. This has got to be a thorough job. Or so Superman's strike. I'm sorry. Before Superman's mighty strength, the great Derrick crashes to the ground, hopelessly smashed. As the workers charge him, Superman ignites the torch. Get him. Back, back, for your lives, run if you don't want to be burned to a crisp. As Superman tosses his flaming torch into the well, it flares up into a terrific conflagration. There goes our dreams, our wealth were wiped out. Look, here he comes again. Why do you do this? Why? It's just what you deserve. I advise you quit selling stock or I'll pay you another visit. From now on, stick to selling shoelaces. Back towards the city races Superman, springing into the air and delighted our acrobats whirls that would have turned a stunt flyer pale. Their faces, it was worth just to see the expression on those scoundrels' faces when they saw their crooked schemes go up in smoke. Editor's office of the Daily Star. Strangers, those cooks, Bronson meat got their just just desserts, almost as though Superman had a hand in it, doesn't it though? I'd like to say Superman is officially $1 million richer. Let's just point that out real quick. I don't know if he's actually doing anything with the money, but he technically is $1 million richer. Let's just point that out now. Um, kind of remind like this felt like a Mad Men, Superman version of Mad Men. I never actually officially watch all of it. I started it and I probably got to like almost like the second to last season. I don't know, something came up, but I remember watching a long time ago. It was a really good show, but this is what it kind of like. I felt like a Mad Men type of episode dealing with that time of stocks and whatnot, where people were buying and selling stocks or buying and selling ads or stocks for ads. I don't remember. But I remember it was something similar to that, or a little bit of Wolf on Wall Street. And like I don't know, the first thing that came to mind. I know Mad Men is about ads and whatnot, but I feel like there was a little bit of stock talking about in that series. But the Wolf on Wall Street for sure, talking about stocks and bonds and stuff, and selling penny stocks and whatnot, and stealing from people. For some reason, both of those two came to mind when reading this issue. Again, it felt like a filler episode, but um, one good thing about this issue was the X-ray thing. Granted, they didn't show it, but they did say it. And like I mentioned earlier, it's probably the first time they did ever mention X-ray. So, I don't remember if it was mentioned earlier in previous issues, but it was definitely mentioned here, which is quite interesting. That we actually get to see something different, or read or hear something different being used from Superman's arsenal. Um, and then the other thing, or the possibility of Superman or Clark Kent is officially a millionaire. Um, Hopefully there's some truth to that. Maybe he'll donate the money. I don't know. We'll never know. We'll never know. We'll see though. But as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the read along review. Um, I think I'm gonna give this at least another 3-star mid story. No actual message behind the issue. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys are good having a good life. Hope your day's going well. Hope your week's going better. If not, you are more than welcome to reach out to me as always. But I'll see you on the guys on the next one. Peace.